Alright, I'm going to show y'all an overview of what we've got so far. I have got to get in here and clean this out. We've got grass, but I'm not seeing any squash plants. Coming up. Zucchini is looking good. We've only got 4 hills of cucumbers coming up so far. The others are not coming up. We're in week 2. So they should have been done popped through. So what I have done, we went to Lowe's. We had to get some more dirt. So I got more cucumbers and more squash to plant. We got beans sprouting. I don't see it. Yeah, one is coming up here. So they should be popping through any day. Tomatoes are looking good. That's that German queen. That's the big boys. The peppers are looking nice. This one's actually blooming. That's the beefsteak. Here we've got beans popping up. And then mashed potatoes are sprouting, so we've got to add more dirt. From my understanding, that's how you do it. If anybody knows, let me know in the comments. But from my understanding, when they start sprouting, you add more dirt. So it puts off potatoes. All right, let's go over here. You say hello. These are looking so nice. Or I suppose they are. And here is the Roma tomatoes. They're looking good, blooming. And I got a hot cayenne. And Mike got a jalapeno. And we had to pick up a sprayer and 4 bags of garden soil. So yeah, let's get these seeds planted. And this is the kind I got, the yellow summer crookneck. Not sure why. I guess maybe those seeds were old. I hope this Sunday is finding everybody doing fantastic. I hope y'all had a wonderful week, and I hope that you have a very blessed week ahead. Y'all have got to bear with me today. I was outside earlier, and my allergies are really kicking my butt. My eyes is just, I don't know, they were watering and now they feel all weird, and I don't know, just some pretty bad allergies and sinus issues, of course. So we gotta talk about this. I had come out here before we went to Lowe's because we needed to get dirt or raised bed potting soil, whatever. So I checked these garden beds, and there was nothing. No growth coming up from the squash hills or those 4 cucumber hills. So we got the squash and cucumber seed, and there was still, when I was down there sowing these seeds, or in-ground seeding, whatever the term is that for it, but I still seen nothing. So then when we come back down here to water everything, there was, in the squash hills, there was squash coming up. So obviously it wasn't from the seeds I just sowed, so it was from the seeds that I had when me and Mike was down here planting. But still, there's nothing. Well, I was down there earlier, and I think I seen a cucumber trying to come up in one of those 4 that there's nothing. But that's as far as that's going. So I don't know if what's the deal with those cucumbers, but it was seeds from Lowe's. So we're going to see. Maybe they're just, I would assume they would have done been up, but I guess not. I don't know if the birds just got a hold of them or what, but we've got 3 bird feeders on the other side of the yard to try to keep the birds away from the garden. And as far as the blueberry bush and the grapes, I'm going to put that tulle fabric across them, because that will keep the birds off of it, or keep the birds from, they love blueberries. Because one year that bush was plumb loaded, And I thought, oh, I'm going down here the next day and I'm going to have so many blueberries. But there was nothing. There was not one blueberry down there. They had took every one of them. So I have been wrapping it. I wrapped it last year and I'm going to wrap it again this year. And I think I saw you're supposed to do the grapes the same way. And I know y'all are tired of seeing the grapevines. I'm pretty sure of it. But they are so fascinating to me. I mean, I'm just so taken by the growth. And it seems like every time I go down there, there's more and more little grapes. And I don't know, I guess because we never grew anything like that. The biggest our fruit thing got was we had an apple tree when I was a child. But other than that, there was nothing like that. But anyway, we are, as y'all seen, I was planting the pepper plants. And now I'm going to do some herbs. And I'm going to do cilantro, sweet basil, and Italian flat leaf parsley. And I'm also going to try to sow some cherry tomatoes. I guess they're cherry tomatoes. They're close, I guess. I don't know. But we're going to see what happens. And if nothing happen, it ain't no big deal. But we're going to get these seeds sown. Then we're going to get some dirt put across the new growth of the potatoes. And then we're going to get down here and give it a shot of Miracle-Gro. And I have to tell you, it must have worked pretty good because I'm going to be soon giving y'all a 3-week update on the garden. And it's just, I really love to see from the planting and see it come up and then, start maturing to what it is at the middle when it's really thriving to what it looks like at the end. So I hope y'all enjoy that too. And I'm going to throw on some music and I'll be back to chat a little bit more with y'all. All right. So before I put the music on, I wanted to touch on something about the tomato plants, and that is cutworms. Now, last year and the year before that, I had a situation, mainly the year before. I think last year they only got one of mine, but the year before that, they wiped out all of my Roma tomatoes and several of my big boy tomatoes, and we ended up having to replant. So what they do is they come out at night when it's cool, and if they can wrap themselves around the tomato plant stalk, then they'll cut it, and they will cut it even with the ground, and it will look like somebody has come out with some scissors and just chop down all your tomato plants. So my dad used to take cornmeal and go around them, or you can place like a little stick, just something to make the stalk of the young tomato plant big enough to where the cutworm can't wrap itself around the stalk. Or coffee grounds. If you take coffee grounds and put around the base of the tomato, the stalk of the tomato plant, then that will also keep them away. And we've also had to use ground cayenne pepper to keep the cats, because there's a bunch of feral cats around here. And last year they was wanting to, no, it wasn't last year because we put stuff down. the year before that, they were using my big black fabric pots. They were wanting to use those as litter boxes. So, but since we put the ground cayenne pepper, we don't have any problems. And, you know, it basically, it doesn't hurt the cat. They just do not like the heat from it, I guess. But it's a natural way to keep them away from your plants without, you know, hurting them. So that's usually what we do, and I didn't know if maybe somebody might find that information helpful. But we are going to put on some music now. I am about to pan around over here and show y'all these squash plants, or the little seedlings that popped up since this morning. Now obviously this is not the seeds I sowed this morning on this morning of this video, but there was nothing popping up out of the ground that morning, but here we are. So it's always nice to see. But I wish they would have popped up a little sooner so I hadn't sowed more seed. But that's okay. So I am going to end this video, and I just got to say thank you for all of y'all that spend your time watching. I really appreciate it. Smash that like button. Leave me a comment. And if you're not subscribed, I hope you consider subscribing. It's free and it helps my channel. And yeah, with that being said, I am going to get out of y'all's hair. And I hope y'all have a blessed week ahead and a blessed day today. And I will catch y'all in the next video. Stay blessed. Bye.